Alright, so there's Bubba, guys, and it's morning time. Just turned on his lights. Time to feed him. And if you notice, he is not shy anymore. This little guy is far from shy. He already knows that I mean food. Every single morning when he sees this jar, he goes nuts, as you can see. Check it out. So yep, that's Bubba eating, and he could literally do this all day. Little guy is always hungry, as I'm sure most turtles always are. But yeah, his color's coming in really nice. He's actually gotten a little bit darker. His shell is getting bigger. So, really happy with this guy. This is super awesome. Haven't owned a turtle in quite a long time, and I am very happy to say that I'm very happy that I got this guy. So probably my most favorite Christmas present yet. So yeah, that is it. If you guys check it out, I did add that extra rock there, so it's got the plants on it. This used to be in my Fahaka puffer tank. I went ahead and put it here for him. So yeah, there's Bubba, guys. So if you guys are wondering, he's a Razorback musk turtle, very close relative to the stinkpot or the common musk, and very easy requirements. I'll do a care video on this guy. My last update, I mean, you guys pretty much got the gist of what his little setup is and all that. So that heater right there, by the way, is a 25 watt heater. It's made for like a 5-gallon tank, but at full power it keeps this water at about 80 to 82 degrees, and they like the mid to high 70s. So I figure if it's about 80 over here, it's a little bit less over there, and it does go about 78 on this side. So I like the variation. And then he's got his basking spot right over here. It's just a 40 watt bulb, and it keeps that area there at about a good 90 degrees. So this little guy's all nicely set up. I am using the bear method on the bottom of the tank. I'm not sure if I'm gonna add sand or not, but he's doing really well this way anyway. So, and despite the recommendations of incredibly shallow water, as you can see, he loves to swim. So as you can see, guys, despite the recommendations also, he is in quite deep water, and he is a little bit of a clumsy swimmer, but I mean, he does really well. I mean, compared to me, he is an awesome swimmer. So I mean, I know they say keep him in shallow water and incredibly slow moving water, but if you check this out, this is the stream I was telling you guys about. I put the bubbles back on because he does like. And as I was saying, guys, as you can see here on the filter, I went ahead and added the little airline tubing so that we get aeration, and the bubbles are back. This little guy really enjoys the bubbles. He really likes to play in them, and I've noticed that he actually is more active now with them there. So after a couple of days, he kind of stopped playing over there in the little jet stream, and the water kind of started to develop a nasty film on the top. So I'm actually really glad that I added the aeration back. I also, much to my delight, ended up researching a little bit better, and I found out that aeration obviously helps the water to stay cleaner. The oxygen content and whatnot, I guess, really helps to just the actual bubbles breaking on the surface and everything, and the air exchange. It really helps to keep it cleaner. And I noticed that the film actually went away after, I don't know, 12 hours or so. It's gone completely, and the water's crystal clear. I've done 2 20% water changes on here, so I just basically took out 2 gallons, put 2 gallons back in, and as you can see, it's only the bio sponges right now. I haven't put any zeolite or carbon in there, and he's doing very well. Of course, he is a tiny little turtle, but I mean, you guys should see what this guy can eat and what he can actually push out. He's a machine if you allow him to be. But yeah, I think all turtles pretty much have insatiable appetites. But yeah, and if you guys notice, he's not in your typical level of water, like I said before. He's doing great. I can't see anything that's been wrong. The first week or so, I really did watch him really good to make sure that he would be able to acclimate to this filter, because I really thought it was way too strong, and I was worried that maybe he might drown or something. But this little guy ceases to amaze me. He's awesome. And yeah, these turtles are not typically your most handleable turtles. I mean, turtles for the most part, it's just a big shell. You can like scratch their heads and whatnot, but that's mostly for tortoises. Turtles, I wouldn't really recommend you handle them so much. Their skin's just a little bit more delicate. It's not as rough as a tortoise. And not only that, I mean, you always have that salmonella caution, pretty much with any reptile, but more so with aquatic turtles. They can carry it and transmit it to you if you are not practicing responsible reptile handling. And not just with turtles, but with any reptiles, guys. You want to make sure your hands are clean before and after handling any animal. But you know, and that's not just for reptiles, but for pretty much any animal. You don't want to introduce crazy stuff that could be on your hands to the animals, because you never know how it could affect them. And especially if you handled one animal that you're not too sure of if they're sick or not. A lot of times you can't see that animals are sick until long into the ailment. Long into the illness, and you will end up cross-contaminating if you do not wash in between handling animals as well. So that means you pull one snake out, put it away, and then go on to play with the turtle. Just have some hand sanitizer or wash your hands real quick, and that's about it. And if you have a major collection, big collection like a lot of people do, and you do a lot of hand washing or hand sanitizing, have some lotion nearby, because if you're like me and a lot of other folks and you just use regular old tap water to wash your hands with, your hands will start to crack and your knuckles will go dry, and it's not the most pleasant of feelings. So yeah, guys, it's been fun, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching Bubba swim around and eat his breakfast. I'm Frank with Emerald Scale Exotics, and I really appreciate all the views, appreciate all the comments. Please rate, and if you guys like the channel, there's a lot more videos to come. Hit that subscribe button so you can stay tuned, and we'll see you guys back. Take care.